Hey everyone, welcome back to Back of the Cereal Box. Wow, okay, so let's try this one more time and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, this is Jodi Jill.
Hey everybody, good morning.
Kelly's
Good morning, Jodi.
here, so Kelly, Jodi, introduce yourself, please.
Well, I'm Jodi Jill, and I'm here in Los Angeles, California, where it is almost sunrise. Almost, it's still a little dark here. I am the founder of National Puzzle Day, and I'm a puzzle freak. I love jigsaw puzzles. I love word search puzzles. I love crossword puzzles. So that's who I am, and that's what I love to do anytime I possibly can.
Excellent. So how did you get started with the puzzling thing?
I've always loved words, and when I was younger, I didn't learn to read through school. I actually learned to read at the library, and I had this really cool connection that symbols equaled sounds. And the more I learned how to read, the more I loved letters, and that's how I got my first start into word search puzzles. And from there, it's bled over to everything. In fact, I have a national puzzle that is a syndicated column that's been in newspapers for over 20 years. I'm a puzzle, freak, for lack of a better word. Just I really enjoy them. And lately I've been doing a lot of stuff with jigsaw puzzles. So I've just covered the spectrum, and there's so many unique things about puzzles. It doesn't matter who you are, but you might like one type of puzzle in some way, whether it's words or numbers or mechanics or just jigsaws or whatever. And I think it really brings us all together.
Okay. And I saw that you were eating cereal. What cereal are you eating?
I do. I have some Raisin Bran, soggy.
Oh, okay.
It's good though. It's good. It's just a little soggy. It's been in there too long.
Raisin Bran is one of my favorite cereals. I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
Aubry, it looks like you're still eating your mix of Cheerios. Kelly, what are you eating?
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm cheating today. Sorry.
No. What kind of Pop-Tarts are you eating?
Exactly. I want
Strawberry.
Good.
I'm surprised any have survived my kids. We got like a giant bulk pack, and my kids demolished it in a week. This is like the biggest pack you could possibly get, and my kids have eaten all but like 3 of these little silver packs. So I was like, okay, there's no cereal that I like in the house. So plus I might mess up my joke of makeup eating cereal.
That's true.
Dee, welcome. Hi. Dee's here, but she's just audio only, so we don't get to see her beautiful face. What cereal are you eating? Or wait, what coffee are you drinking, Dee?
Cheerios.
Hi, you're still a blank screen, but good morning, Chad.
Oh, great. Now my...
That's okay. We're having all kinds of trouble today. So it's always an interesting show when I'm hosting. So.
Am I here now? Can you see me?
No, unfortunately we can't, but no, you're still blank. But
this is ridiculous.
So I'm eating chocolate chip cookies for breakfast.
Yum.
There's a cereal from Post that is chocolate chip cookies, and my cat Squeaker is waiting patiently for me to finish eating so that she can have the milk.
Aw,
That's cute.
She's looking at me like, human, you better shut up and eat. Oh, okay. Oh, there you are.
There she is.
With a nice sunshining shirt. I love it. So, Dee, what coffee are you drinking?
Can you see me now?
Yes, we can see you.
Yay! Okay, now my earbuds want to work. Okay, I don't know what's going on this morning.
StreamYard is weird today.
I'm telling you, I've had all kinds of problems. It's ridiculous. But just plain no Starbucks.
Cookie Crisp was a good cereal.
Mm-hmm. That was one of my favorites growing up too.
Yeah.
I like Cookie Crisp though, but man, if I ate it now, I go through the roof.
Mhm.
So much.
So, anybody buy anything recently? Anything fun to show off?
Yes. Marvel
Ooh.
United.
What is this?
It is a board game, and I have to open this up and show off the pieces because the pieces are really cute. Also, I was really excited because there's 2 female characters. Like the ratios are getting better, y'all.
Woohoo! We're up
Okay.
to 2.
So we have our little Black Widow.
Oh, that's cool.
I know. Our little Cap.
Are you going to paint them?
I'm thinking about it. I don't normally paint miniatures, but I think they need to be painted. And because it's the Walmart exclusive with this one is you get Venom as
Oh,
one of the playable heroes. But it's like for 8 and up, so it's a little bit more of a basic game, which
Yeah.
is not always a bad thing. I feel like the basic games are fun. Like a lot of times I bring home the really complicated games and then I make my husband figure out how to play it and teach me because and he kind of hates that. Like it's fun once we figure it out. We love the complicated games, but yeah.
Joe does the miniature stuff, like the Star Wars and Star Trek miniature games. So it's I haven't quite mastered the intellect level of playing those kind of games. So
Those are complex, like HeroClix or
no, Attack Wing is it's like you have to actually measure the attack on the other ships. I'm just like, wow, and then you have to plan your moves and all that, and it's so bizarre.
so much math.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, this is a lot more simple. Like, I'm the intellect of an 8-year-old. I think I can handle it.
I think I have too much of an ADD brain to sit and like do all that. I need some. I like puzzles, Jody. I love puzzles for that reason, where it's like not a whole lot of thinking. You just have to match the sides.
They're very zen.
Mm.
They are. Yeah.
So Jody, any new puzzles that you're working on lately?
Well, I got the new ketchup puzzle, which I think is pretty rad and quite ridiculous because it's all red. It's from the Heinz 57, and it's just completely red. And they also have one that's mustard, and it's all yellow. And
Oh my gosh.
so starting the red one, I was just like, this is torture, but it was fun torture. And I have it out on the other side of the room here, and it's got, like, I put 1 or 2 pieces in a day because I've been pretty busy, but it's a zen moment until you get really frustrated. You're like, they're all red, and then you leave. You really just don't think about it until you sit down and look at it because you're thinking it's ketchup, but no, it's just red. So it's pretty cool. That's what I've been working on lately.
So what you're telling us is you're a masochist.
Do you do puzzles with your family? Jody, do you do puzzles with your family at all, or?
Do I?
Yeah.
I actually, I just have a dog, and he hides the puzzle pieces. He loves to go by because he doesn't like spend so much attention with it. He'll go by and grab them, and they'll hide them underneath his bed or around the house.
Oh, wow.
So he's worse than a cat, really, because I had a cat who would go around and move the pieces, which is kind of annoying if you're working on like a corner or something. But he will actually grab a piece and hide them. And so at first, when I was beating jigsaw puzzles, I was thinking, okay, there's something wrong here because I keep buying new puzzles and there's like 6 pieces missing. And then one day I was cleaning out the house and I found a pile underneath all of his stuff. And here I was taking these puzzles back, complaining that the jigsaws didn't have all the 1,000 pieces. When they did, it's just the dog stole 3 or 4 of them.
Wow.
Oh.
So I try to make sure that when we do puzzle time, he's hanging out, chewing on a bone or something. There's less puzzles and pieces missing.
Yeah. So when you do your puzzles, do you start with the edges first, or do you just go right to the middle?
Well, that's a really good question. So when I first used to do puzzles, I would do color clusters. That's what I first did. And then I would like divide them all up for the jigsaws of the different ones. I realized, and then a couple of times I did the sides out first, and that was interesting. But what I've come to conclude is the best way to do it is actually do little itty bitty clusters of, like, if you have a burst of flowers or a particular cloud or what have you, that's the faster way of doing it. And I love to time myself. So a 1,000-piece puzzle, I like to get done in 4 hours or less.
Oh, wow.
And so for me, it's about how fast can you go and what is the dimensions on this? I mean, can you really sit down and put this together, or are you doing it for more relaxation? So I make it a really fierce one-on-one competition, and then when you throw the dog in, it screws everything up. Nonetheless, it's fun, and I just love how they come together. I really do, and I just love some of the designs. So I want to get to the finished product because I want to see what it looks like when you put it all together and how it lays out on the table. I think that's just beautiful.
Okay. We got some comments here. I was a member of the Cookie Crisp Magic. That is interesting. I don't think I've ever been part of any of the cereal clubs at all, but that sounds interesting. Thank you, Ted, for sharing the show. And Johnny, I'm sorry for the heart attack.
Sounds like I can never go out of town again. These last 2 weekends.
Hey, so I have a question.
Yep.
I was hoping somebody can give me some tips. So my ears are so small that my earbuds will not stay in. Every time I smile, they pop out. Every time I talk, they pop out.
Interesting.
So I don't know what to do with this.
I
Yeah,
hate.
I guess I'm just gonna have to go with regular headphones.
Yeah.
Because I've tried like every pair of earbuds. Like they make them a little smaller, so I got the smaller ones, and it still happens. So I didn't know if anybody out there had any tips to help me.
What do these type of headphones work for you, or no?
No, they pop out too. My ear canals are so small. Like they're just, and my ears move when I smile.
I have the same problem. It drives me nuts. I
Yeah.
hate those. But I will sometimes, you can get like clip-on things that go over your ear that clip
Oh,
to
that's a good idea.
those.
Yeah.
And then that'll at least keep them roughly in the vicinity of your ear canal.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw it. Like I'm sitting here and I smiled and they go boop. And I'm like, oh, jeez.
That happens to me all
Yeah.
the time. That's why I have these big honkers.
Yep.
Wow,
Okay, well,
that sounded good.
I'm gonna get some pretty ones, some sparkly ones.
This sounds like a
Mine-
secret club, actually.
Mine is supposed to light up. I'm a little disappointed that I haven't figured out how to get it to light up. I'll figure it out eventually.
You'll figure it out by accident, and then you'll have to try to go back to how you figured it out.
That is basically the story of my life.
So, do you guys, any of you, Kelly, Dee, or Aubry, do you guys do any puzzling, or do you like word searches, or?
I do puzzles with my 4-year-old.
Okay.
Does that count?
That
like
counts?
Puzzle games.
Puzzle
I
games is
Oh, sorry. I used
No.
to do jigsaw puzzles, but my kids mess them up,
mhm.
and I miss doing jigsaws so much.
I'm so impatient. I can't. I'm so like I just get angry with it. Like, why are these pieces red?
Don't get yourself a 3D puzzle because that's just aggravating.
Oh gosh, those
No.
are. But I love puzzle games too. The one I really love is Adventure Escape Mysteries.
Oh.
They're all mysteries, and then they all have like to solve the mystery. You go through little mini games, and it's various puzzles that you have to solve. It really works your brain, and like they have. It's from Haiku Games. I'm gonna give them a shout out. They're an indie game studio, and it's on mobile. So good. Like all the stories are really good, and all the puzzles just are brain teasers, and I love those. Every time they come out with a new one, I'm like, yes, there's the next 2 days of my life gone. And they have tons out. So if y'all are looking for a big time suck, go download them.
So,
You want to
Jodi,
see what a good mom I am? Rice Krispie treats for breakfast.
my husband loves those. He like it was funny. He bought a whole box full of them. What was it like a couple years ago? Me and him had like the same brainwave. I went to the grocery store after work and bought a big box. He ended up before going to work buying a box himself. So we had like 2 big boxes of the Rice Krispie treats, and that lasted us for like a good 6 months.
Yeah, they wouldn't last very long in my house. Mostly me, because I really like them.
Yeah.
My kid just brought me one, and I was like, "Can I have this?" Like, you can have whatever you want when mommy's on the show.
I haven't figured out how to make a proper dish of Rice Krispie squares yet.
Me either. Like every time I do, they turn out too gooey or they don't taste right. Like I like the ones in the store; they're really good.
I just take them out of the wrapper and simply put them on the plate. So that way they look appropriate. And then
Look
like,
what I made for you.
Good.
Life hack.
so much easier. And
Yeah.
there's no sticky stuff to worry about.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
So, National Puzzle Day. What got you started with creating that?
So National Puzzle Day is really something is very special. When I was a little girl, I didn't, like I said before, I didn't go to school. I was seriously abused. Myself and my siblings were locked up in a storage unit for 11 years.
Oh, God.
So we didn't go to school. We didn't get out. And we didn't get out there until I was like in my 20s. So it was very traumatic for me. And my family didn't really put any value into who I am or what I did or anything. And so I was in this place where I was learning to read and I loved words. And I finally had gotten things going and my life was starting to be in the right direction. And every time it would come to my birthday, I would feel terrible because I did never get any gifts. And I realized something very unique, which was in life, sometimes you have to give to get. You have to give yourself. You have to give stuff. So I decided many years ago, it's been over 25 years, that I would create National Puzzle Day on my birthday. And anyone who would send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, I would send them a puzzle. And that was the premise of the idea. And they started with, there's a series of kids' books called Free Stuff for Kids. And so I put a little ad in there because they had to, it was like an editorial book. So you had to submit and then they reviewed it. The first year I got like 12 people that sent a self-addressed stamped envelope, which I thought, all right, well, 12 people celebrated with me. This is terrible. I don't know if I'm going to do this good, but they sent another request to put it back in the book. And I was like, all right, we'll do this again. The next year, I had so many requests that the entire living room was full, ceiling to floor, of mail buckets from little kids across the world who wrote me a little letter saying, I'd love to celebrate National Puzzle Day with you. Could you send me, please, a little puzzle sheet? And it was just a double-sided puzzle sheet. So that's how it got started. And then it became a huge crush because here I am, a regular chick with her dog working, and I would go home and I would have hundreds of boxes full of mail to unpack, put the puzzle in, and everyone had a handwritten note that said, "Thank you for celebrating National Puzzle Day with me, Jodi." Everyone had that on there. So I sent them out all the time. And at one point, I remember coming home, and I had just every time I would come home on Friday, I would have just enough money to print out as many as I could and go home. And all weekend, that's all I did was put them in the buckets and put them out because we never really had enough. It was so many people. So there was one day I came home and I had so much mail I couldn't get to the bathroom because it was completely full. So I had it in the kitchen, I had it in the bedroom, I had it everywhere. So it got to the point where it got out of control. So when the internet came along, I was like, oh my goodness, we are going to translate this into a puzzle day. And this puzzle day is going to be something where people can go to that site and they can download it for free because it's always been for free. I've never charged. Download those puzzles for free and enjoy them. And this year we had 10 million people that did that. And to me, it's awesome.
Wow.
It comes back to that premise of it's not about where you've come from in life. It's about where you're going to and what do you decide to do with your life. And for me, I came from this really terrible situation, which caused a lot of issues with me as a person. And I was able to actually make something that made other people happy. And there's just something really special about that because they all shared in the same little thing that I loved, puzzles. Yeah. And to me, it was really remarkable. So this year when we celebrated, I whooped it up. I even sent out a press release. And it was just super fun because you get to celebrate puzzles with other people. And over the years, it was all about words because that's what I was about. But then after a while, there were people who were just crazy about Rubik's Cubes. And they were all like, we've got to celebrate. And then there were video game people. And this year we had a lot of escape rooms. And of course, the jigsaw puzzles. So there are puzzles for every part of your life that you can actually incorporate. So it isn't just about word games anymore. Like I once had it. It's now about everybody. And my philosophy at this point is, hey, this is cool. We get to do one thing, one day that's positive in our own one way. So we can all celebrate. There's nothing negative going on. It's just about what we enjoy in life. We can take 20 minutes, blame it on the day, check it out, have some fun. And then, go on to it's also National Corn Chip Day. Well, whatever. But it's just like you get that chance to do that too. Eat corn chips. We'll put it together. But,
I was going to say, eat corn chips while you do your puzzle.
Right?
Exactly. So it's every year on January 29th. And it's fun. And so it's really weird because you think about it, you're like, hey, I have a national holiday. La-di-da-di-da. It's just super cool, And it's great to be able to share stuff with people.
That's also my daughter's birthday.
Oh, cool. Cool.
So,
it's Oprah's too. Jeez, it's very cool.
That's awesome. So that's so beautiful. Like
good on you for changing something from a bad experience into something positive, and that is something that I thrive for going into my life as well. I grew up in foster care, and it did bad things to me as a child, but now as an adult, I'm able to control what I go through now in life. And I'm trying very hard to keep a positive, have a positive life experience as an adult and counter the negativity. But great on you for striving to become a better person going forward. So
thank you. Yeah. And we all have
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's interesting that I like being able to meet other people who has somewhat of a similar experience in life than I did, so that we can throw each other some ideas of how to help other people who had the same experiences as us. So
yeah, totally.
I look forward to working more with you in future. So
well, thank you. That would be fun. Yeah, I just think everybody has a gift, and we all have to get out there and hustle with it. And it doesn't have to be big or wonderful. And yes, I live in Los Angeles, so you see a lot of razzle dazzle. but it's just who we are from our hearts. And if we all share that, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I love pop culture because of that. I mean, sometimes people think, well, puzzles are stuffy. And then you see some kid who's 15 and they can move a Rubik's Cube so fast that they're done in 2 minutes, and it just blows your mind. So it's, it's amazing.
And it's an escape. It's a way of escaping too. And like we all have our own little escapisms where, comic books, cartoons, and what have you. And now, and I'm sure with you for puzzles was your escape into a different world.
Definitely. Knowledge has definitely been there. And you learn so much with puzzles too. It looks like it's fun, but the underlining thing is all about knowledge and learning things in a very subtle manner. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite puzzles was Where's Waldo? And I'm sure that you have a puzzle that reflects that as well. So I like being able to find the hidden object stuff. That's one of my favorite stuff too. And
now, I like those. I actually have patience for those. This is putting the ones together. I can't ever get to work right.
I like being able to find I like being able to find the obscure stuff that really isn't on the list of what you have, but it's okay, I can find it, and then just seeing what they put in, what else they put into the puzzle.
Yeah,
I think that's what's so cool about it.
Where they're there's 27 movies here. Find a piece of each one. I like those too.
Escape rooms. Jodi, what's your favorite escape room to do?
Well, I've done several of them. I don't have a favorite, but I do like the one. There's one here in the region where you can go and they give you a hammer and you can slam things as you go through different rooms, which is very cool. So it combines aggression and clues and illusions. So to me, that one's very cool. But I've done different ones, and I find the ones that are show themed very cool in the sense that they have different, especially the Halloween ones, where they're all themed against characters or shows. That to me is very exciting. The everyday ones where you're a traveler or something, those are cool, but they get old very quickly. But if it's related to pop culture, it seems to be quite intense, and it makes you more and more interested, because you want to know about it.
Kelly sounds great.
Now that I finally have a headset. Thank you.
Thanks, boss.
So when is
Sorry,
Johnny getting on so we can see Harley?
He showed up earlier. I think he's driving right now, but he showed up earlier in the other show before we got rudely interrupted. But he's wearing red and blue boxers, and they're shiny, and I love them.
That's why I'm all decked out as a Joker.
I am so very sorry to make you be the odd woman out, but I did try to find my Joker outfit. Or not my Riddler outfit.
Being a cosplayer means having no shame and being okay with standing out. But I just want to see Harley. Thank you. I just want to see Harley.
Here, I'm gonna share his picture that he shared with us. Because Johnny has sexy legs and he needs to show them off more.
Well, and I think we have another stretch goal for viewers that he's doing another crossplay.
Yes.
I think it's 2,000 maybe.
So
woohoo! God, those boxers are great.
And then there's him in his makeup.
He killed it with the makeup.
Yes, he did.
He's gonna fun at that con.
You know what? I cannot wait to dress up again. So Jodi, do you do any conventions or dressing up at all?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm
no,
sorry.
sorry. I was trying to address Jodi, but there she is. Okay.
There she is.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Sorry. Do you do any conventions or dressing up?
I'm sorry, you cut out. I didn't hear you.
Do you go to any conventions?
Do
Yeah,
I?
I think we have
I always go
a
to
connection
Comic-Con.
issue. Comic-Con. Okay.
Nice. That's the upside of being.
I do go to Comic-Con. Yes.
Okay. How was your experience with that? Nope. Connection issues. I apologize, guys. It's going to be an interesting Saturday. And we lost her. Okay. So until we get her back, Dee, I know you're a photographer. Yeah, like I know you like to take pictures of people. And do you do any costuming photography at all?
From time to time, when people ask or I run into interesting people. You
need
I try to
to
go to. I'm sorry.
You need to come to a convention with us and be our photographer.
I can do that. Absolutely. Most of the time, I'm in the pictures, but
Okay.
I would love to be behind the camera.
Sorry about that, Jodi. It's just the kind of day it is.
I'm telling you. Hi, Aubry.
Aubry,
Hi.
what? Any new games that you're playing?
Not yet.
No?
No.
Still trying to go through what you have?
Yeah, I have a tendency to start stuff and not finish them.
Yep.
So I have a bunch.
What game are you into right now?
The last thing I played was the Fallen Order Star Wars. I think that's
Okay.
Nice. How is that?
It's good. It came out like last year or the year before.
Welcome back.
But it's pretty good.
So, Jodi, what's
Thank
new
you.
with the anything new with the puzzling scene right now? Like, do you have any new puzzles that you're working on as of late? Oh wait, I asked that early. Brain fart. Yeah.
Hey, check this out. You Friends fans out there?
I thought that's what was
nice.
on your mug.
Nice.
Yes. I was going to ask earlier. I was like, is that a Central Park mug?
Central?
That's funny.
So who's your favorite friend, Dee?
Uh-oh.
Joey.
Joey.
Yeah.
Choice.
I
Just so
think
he's innocent, but not innocent, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think out of all of them, I probably get along more with Chandler because our personalities match.
I really like Monica. I feel like my personality
Monica.
matches her.
I think I'm a Monica too. But I feel like Phoebe is the best friend.
She's
Yes.
kind of mean.
She is.
I
They're all
love her
kind-
though. Like she doesn't take crap from people, which is
No.
which is great.
Not at
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
But no, I relate to Monica the most.
I do too.
And then there's me. Very much Chandler.
You could marry all of us.
Yep.
So why don't I ask a question?
Ooh, yes, please.
Ooh.
I can get it open.
I need to get myself a deck.
I gotta find
decks.
where mine went. I should have had it ready.
Mm.
Okay. Willow, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Do you have a signature move or quirk that people notice or comment on?
Not that I'm aware of. I honestly haven't really paid much attention to myself that closely.
Well, it'd be something that other people notice, that other people comment on.
My laugh. That's probably it.
I would say that in a good way.
I get that one too.
I get that one too, but not in a good way.
Oh no.
Yeah, not
Oh,
in a
no.
good way either. My husband makes fun of me. He says I sound like a witch. Like, could be a jerk.
Hey, witches are good. I love witches.
Well, it's funny. I'm taking an order at my drive-thru yesterday, and some guy, and I'm like, "Is there anything else that you'd like, sir?" And he's all, "If you have anything for free, I'd like that." And it's like, ha! It was, I like your laugh.
That's cute.
What about you,
I-
Aubry?
Oh yeah, question.
Do you have a signature move or quirk that people notice or comment on?
The laugh, I would have to say. Signature move, I know I have one, but I can't think of it at the top of my head. It's gonna.
I do this a lot.
But then I know, like at noon, I'm gonna think of one I have.
Yeah, darn it.
Yeah.
Well, just go back and comment on the show and be like, yeah, this is my signature move.
Okay. Yeah. Good idea. Okay. We'll say laugh for right now.
Okay.
Did you want to ask do we ask one or two questions?
You can ask two if you want. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you go ahead and then I'll ask another one after you.
Does it have to be directed to a particular person?
No.
Not
No.
necessarily, no.
Okay. Would you rather wear a onesie 24/7 for a year or horse head costume for a month straight?
The
Horse head
onesie.
costume.
You know what? I probably, out of comfort, I probably would wear the onesie because the horse head costumes creep me the hell out.
Well, it sounds like it would get too hot.
Yeah, that was
so creepy, but onesies, like going to the bathroom would
But
be
then again, you would get
awful.
it over with.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a month, you get it over with. I'll do a month. I'll do a month of the damn horse head costume.
Yeah, but in a onesie for a year, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have to worry about.
Oh, but we would
picking
have
out
to take
clothing.
it off to pee.
That's what I'm saying. I'll do a horse head costume for a month because then I don't have to worry about going to the bathroom in a onesie.
And then you don't have to do makeup.
Exactly. Isn't that the beauty of the
Oh,
mask
it's my turn.
in the pandemic?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about
Absolutely.
makeup on the lower half of your face.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, this is a good one. Do you have a birthmark? If so, where?
I have quite a few of them.
I have one on my. Well, it's too close to my ankle, but yeah, I have one like right above my ankle.
I'm boring. I don't.
I have one. It's about this big. It's on my left thigh, and it's really dark, and everybody always thinks it's a tick.
Oh, that's
I have
annoying.
I have one here that everybody thinks that is a hickey, and it drives me up the wall. And it's like I want to get it. I want to get a tattoo and cover it up so bad.
Or this tattoo, not a
not
hickey.
a hickey.
Great minds think alike.
Oh, that's fantastic.
All right, I guess I gotta ask my last question. Would you rather have your most embarrassing photos posted on Facebook or accidentally fall in public and the video go viral? I say video.
Oh, I've done that.
Okay, yeah.
I fall all the time. I mean,
I
Yeah.
literally don't care about either.
I feel like pictures are forever, and like
True.
I don't know.
Like everybody
Fall.
falls.
At
you
least
know?
if it's posted to
At least
social
it
media,
gets a laugh.
if it's
That's
posted to
how I
social
feel.
media, you get a good laugh out of it for a short period of time until someone else does something stupid.
Right.
That's how I feel. But I can't even think of what pictures would be embarrassing for me. I have no shame.
I can
don't
think
know.
Oh.
of quite a few.
I'm just kind of like you said, if it gets a laugh, like if I do something stupid in private, I'm going to tell like 10 of my closest friends the story, because what's the
Yeah.
point of doing something stupid if people don't get to laugh with you?
Well, see, whenever I got my black eye, I kind of wish somebody would have seen it. Anybody, just to believe me.
Right?
You know what, Aubry, I did the stupidest thing back in the summer last year. I slammed my thumb in my husband's door, his car door, and I actually did lose the nail. And it's just like, and my husband's like, "How did you do that?" I'm like, "I have no idea. Like, I never close the door with both hands ever."
Yeah, actually, I've had something like that happen, except it wasn't to me. I was little. I can't remember how old I was, but me and my older brother got into it, and I was gonna shut the door at the same time he was gonna pull it shut, and then I like broke the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Let's just say the fight got worse. He was not happy.
But
Well, I do
mean,
a story about a black eye kind of like that. So my husband and I were playing around, right? And I took off running and I ran to the bathroom and I closed the door. Well, he come and busted in the door and hit me right in the eye.
Ow.
It
Oh,
busted
man.
like right above my eyebrow and gave me a big black eye. And I'm like, my husband did it, but not on purpose.
Don't call the cops on him. I promise.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, I swear.
I am the worst klutziest person alive. When I was working at a dollar store, and it was like, what was it, like 10 minutes to close, I dropped my pen, and like I'm trying to get all the customers out of the store as possible, and of course I drop one of my pens. I go to pick it up, and I slam my head on the counter.
Oh.
So I have a little scar up by my eyebrow.
Oh.
And so here I am holding my eye to stop the bleeding. I'm punching in customers at the same time. And, and then I go to my husband. I'm like, is there a gash? He goes, yeah. I'm like, do you think I'll need stitches? He goes, no. I'm like, okay, go back to work.
Oh.
That sounds like me. I probably could have used stitches, but I was like, no. I don't go to the hospital or the doctor. No.
I
Oh.
managed to slice the tip of my finger while peeling potatoes while I was out of town. I was in a friend's wedding. I was peeling potatoes to make mashed potatoes for the wedding. So I kept putting it off going to the hospital. I was like, no, I'm fine. I've just wrapped it up, and I had to change the wrapping every hour. And my husband's like, my husband was joining me the next day. So I go to the rehearsal dinner, and I'm just downplaying how bad it is to everyone. They're like, how's your finger? I'm like, it's fine. I'm fine. And I'm talking to my husband. Every time I talk to my husband, he's like, you need to go to the hospital. And my husband doesn't freak out about stuff. And finally, I go to lay down, and I call him, and I'm like, yeah, so there's white sheets on this bed, and I'm worried I'm going to bleed through my bandage because I haven't been able to keep a bandage clean for more than an hour. He's like, I'm worried you're still bleeding 12 hours later. Go to the hospital. So the night before this wedding that I'm in, I'm going to the hospital, had to get my finger cauterized, all because I peeled potatoes.
Oh
Mm.
Oh,
no.
wow.
So I'm
So
not allowed.
apparently 3,000 Johnny will do Scarlet Witch.
That's what it is. Thanks, John. I couldn't remember what the marks were. Okay, so y'all, if you want to see this man's sexy legs and Scarlet Witch,
I love it. I love it all. There better be full body pictures.
the Joker is with Johnny. That's good.
Thank you, Greg.
Sexy. Woohoo. Also, you two should not be texting and driving. I don't know who's driving, but hopefully the other
I know,
whoever's
I'm
driving
like-
is not texting. Be
I-
safe.
For example,
Safe driving.
I just want to see the reactions. Like, he apparently had to go fill up for gas. I want to see the reactions from the guest, the people at the guest. The convenience store guys.
That is delightful.
You know what? That's the one thing that I love about Comic-Con is you going into all these stores, like they're
Outside of the con. And you're like,
going to get your coffee fixed before the con, and you're like, okay, I want all these coffees, and you're like buying like a whole bunch of them, and then the people at Starbucks are looking at you like going, what in the world is wrong with you?
There was one time I was walking into a convention center and someone milling around the convention center apparently didn't know a con was on. And he looks at me, I'm in my Black Canary costume. He's like, what, are they like filming a movie? I'm like, no. And if they were, they wouldn't have my upper 30s butt in fishnets in this movie. I like, no, dude. Thanks for the compliment. Like, my ego's been stoked, but no.
Well, here in Winnipeg, we have a saying: if you can't spot the crazy person on the bus, it's you. Guilty as charged so many times. I'm notorious for riding the bus in costume.
I love that. I love that very much.
There was
I
one
don't have a
time.
costume, so I can't do any of that.
Well,
It's fun
we
though.
need to fix that.
It's so much fun going on the bus in costume, because I mean, like, I feel bad for my husband, who is a bus driver. I mean, he has to deal with crazy people on a daily basis, and then of course there's me walking on the bus with like dressed up as Harley Quinn with a giant mallet.
It's funny.
Hey guys, this is my wife.
What? I thought this was normal.
This is not the weirdest thing you've seen on the bus, y'all.
Okay, so Greg's in the passenger seat, which is great. He's the one who's messaging us.
Okay.
Johnny's driving. Okay. Gas station people loved him.
I'm
Excellent.
used to it. That makes us even better.
If you can tip the gas station attendants, that would be awesome. I think that should be I think that profession should be tipped. In all honesty, they deserve the money. So.
Oh, we pump our own gas down here.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or I don't know about down in that state, but in most states down in the U.S., we pump our own gas. So.
Oh, we do.
Well, we have both. You can go in and get them to, but I think for the most part, my husband likes to pump his own gas, because, well, we drive a couple of our classic cars, and it's just such a pain in the ass to have to, get out, unlock the gas key, and then grab the gas key, and yeah.
Well,
I didn't
it's
realize that they still had like full service stations there. That's
that's
amazing. We used to have
cool.
them here like in the 90s, but not
Yeah.
anymore.
No,
Yeah,
almost every state it's even illegal to, or no, there's one state that made it illegal to pump your own gas, so then they do have gas station attendants.
Oh, weird. Oh,
I
you know
love
what?
to not pump my own gas. I'm just throwing that out there.
I kind of see.
Yeah.
I kind of see the purpose for that, but yeah.
But most states it's you don't have full service gas stations.
I working for Starbucks a couple of years ago. I had one guy from America come. Like I went to go hand him his coffee, and the way we do it normally is we don't put lids on it. And then he's like, it's illegal to hand me coffee with a lid on it. I'm like, what? Since when?
Since McDonald's got sued by some lady who spilled hot coffee on it. That's when it is.
Okay, but yeah, if you read up on that, she had a reason to sue. McDonald's ran a smear campaign on her and made it seem like her lawsuit was frivolous, but the reason she sued was a rightful reason because the coffee was so hot that
Didn't it actually give her like second degree burns or something? Like it was like ridiculously hot.
it was ridiculously hot. So that's why she sued. It wasn't just that there was, But then
they took it to
McDonald's,
the extreme, and afterwards they served almost cold coffee, and it's like, guys, come on.
but so McDonald's ran a smear campaign to make her seem like she was frivolous. But if you read up on it, her reasons for suing were.
Yeah. Johnny is struggling.
We ladies get it, Johnny.
Upper lip first.
No sympathy, man. No sympathy.
Also, I feel like Harley doesn't need to have perfectly applied lipstick. So
There you go.
No, because then you just go like
Yeah.
that. And
That is true.
So Greg wants to know what Aubry is wearing.
Tie
Okay,
dye.
what kind of
love
show
the
is this
tie-dye.
turned into?
Tie dye.
Woohoo! Now, you don't make your own tie-dye shirts, do you?
No, I ordered them from this guy's business in, I think it's Pennsylvania or something. And he makes everything like as
cool.
you order it. So, yeah, I supported his business.
Do you remember what his business name is?
Oh,
Yeah, Aura tie dye. I had to
Okay.
look at my fridge because I have a magnet thing from him.
Might as well give him a
That's
shout
cool.
out.
Whoop, whoop.
now I am trying very hard not to bring my mind out of the gutter, but yes.
Every warning is on there because someone did something.
Someone did
stupid.
something stupid, yes.
We'll leave it at that, and let everyone's minds wander wherever they need to wander.
And it's turned into that kind of show.
Well, I think we're at time.
I want to thank Jodi for coming here and putting up with us. I'm so sorry that she couldn't be here for the rest of the show, but it was a great conversation nonetheless. I hope you guys all look her up. Jodi Jill, jodijill.com is where you can find her. The show feels a little like morning after Friday.
The whole point.
That's the whole point. But yes,
Kind of feels like that on this end too. For me. Because I still have to sleep.
make sure that you guys look her up. She's on Instagram as well. And so yeah, jodijill.com. Thank you very much, Jodi Jill, for joining us today. And let's thank all our other sponsors. Where's get my shit together. It's already that kind of show. Sorry, guys.
Language.
Here.
Sorry. Poddex,
Okay.
yes. Yes, one of our sponsors is Poddex. Another sponsor of ours is Hanging with Web TV. Thank you very much for putting up with me just as much as Johnny does on a daily basis. Johnny is a writer, and he has a new book, Night Reich, Tales of the Deckoverse, Volume 1. So make sure that you guys pick that up when you guys have a chance. I swear there was another video. Well, yes. Thank you for
to
joining
all
us.
the sponsors.
Thank you, everybody.
Wait. Willow, where can we find you?
Okay, so you can find me Instagram, everywhere on social media. I'm the social media socialite. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, so all that good stuff. I am with Hanging with Web. I am the Hanging with Web program director. May not be after today. All right, Aubry, where can we find you on social media?
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, Aubry X1 is your name on Twitch.
Yeah.
Excellent. Bartee, where can we find you on social media?
Everywhere. Bartee Facebook, Bartee Photo on Instagram, Bartee Photo on Twitter, dbarteephoto.com. It's my website. I'm not on Twitch yet, but I'm working on it.
And Kelly, where can we find you?
So my channel on YouTube is Phoenix Sisters. Instagram and Facebook is Phoenix Sisters Cosplay. And I also do a show on Back of the Cereal Box, Back at Your Breakfast Club.
Excellent. All right, you guys all have a wonderful day.
This episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to take your interviews and podcast episodes to the next level, you're going to want to check out Poddex. Visit poddex.com to get your Poddex today.
Of course, I found that after the fact, but yes. And Cindy Cap.
Author Cindy Cap is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
All right, and make sure to subscribe and like us on Patreon. We're on there as well. JohnPica.com as well for there. Where are you going? JohnPica.com is the website where you can find him at. And I'm going to have to end the show because this is going nowhere. You guys have a great day, and thank you for joining us and putting up with us today.